Okay, so this is the exercise 1 of my DBMS class, and this I am following these checklist. And so the first step was to download and install the Java JDK, which I did by selecting this link and then going to which redirected me to the Oracle page to download this Java. And so I selected a 64-bit installer as my system is 64-bit, and then it got downloaded to my downloads folder, and then I just basically double clicked it and then next, and then what I did was I added it on the system variable. So I search system and then I hit enter, and then I will select environmental variables, and then over here I just added I just clicked path and then double clicked it, and then I made sure that this Java is on top of this list, and then I created a new environment or new variable which is called Java home over here. I'll come back to GRE home after some time in this video, and then I just hit OK and OK, and that thing saved this. And then the next step was to download and install the Eclipse. So I hit this link which redirected me to this one, and then I just selected Windows x86 64-bit as my Windows system is 64-bit one, and so I just selected that, and then which downloaded this Eclipse. And over here as you can see there is Eclipse, and I double clicked it, so which opened this Eclipse works, and then I was prompted to select the Eclipse workspace, and then so I selected the Eclipse workspace which I wanted to, and then this is what it opened. And then the next step was to download and install Apache Tomcat. So in this I selected this link, download and install Apache Tomcat. So this is where I went, and then this is what I selected, 64-bit Windows zip. This is the latest version, Apache Tomcat 9.0.71, and so I downloaded this, and what it downloaded was, wait a second, and it downloaded in my downloads directory. So I copied the folder to my DBMS folder, which is over here. So I downloaded this zip file and then I extracted to this folder, and this is what I got. And in order to run Apache, so I got a few errors which told that GRE home is not set, and that's the reason I downloaded GRE home, GRE from Java, which is this. So I clicked Windows offline, and this is what it downloaded, GRE, and then I added that to the system variable. So yeah, enter, and then the environment variable, and this is what this is, GRE home. And so it ran successfully. This is how I started it. As I already inputted the command, I will just hit the arrow key and startup.bat. So I navigated to the Apache Tomcat directory, in which the bin directory, and then I hit startup.bat, and this is what it starts. So to check if it's whether successfully started or not, I will just go to localhost. Yeah, as you can see, I had already inputted this, and wait, I'll just close this. Yeah, localhost :8080, and hit enter, and as you can see Apache Tomcat, which shows that my Apache has been successfully installed, and that step was done. And then I import the database exercise package. So what I did was, first of all I signed into my GitHub, which is not necessary for this exercise, but I then navigated to this link, github.com Shiyong Lu /database, and here we have all of the database exercises. So I just hit the code and then the download zip option, which downloaded this database master. You don't need to extract it, but I accidentally extracted it. It does no harm. And so, and then in the Eclipse, in order to import this, I just select import and then archive file, next, and then you just browse the directory. Okay, wait. So earlier it was like this, and so you just hit general, then archive file, and then this, and then browse, and you select this database master, and then the into folder. So you just select the Eclipse workspace, which in my case, sorry, not the workspace, you just select the servers, and so I selected this, okay, and then you hit finish, and that's what you are greeted to. And yeah, in this, when you start, it's on markers. You just select servers, and this and then you just hit select the server, and you just, and there will be a hyperlink, so you just click that, and which will give an option that whether which server you want to choose. So I just selected Apache, and then in that Tomcat version 9.0. There's a version 10.0, but as we installed 9.0.17, so I just selected 9.0, and then I selected the browse directory option, and then I entered the Apache home directory, which I showed you earlier. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, and in order to close Tomcat, so as you can see, it's running right now. So in order to close this, you just hit shutdown.bat. Make sure to enter shutdown.bat, not .sh, because .sh is for Linux and I guess Mac. And so I hit enter, and as you can see that command prompt which was running, it just went out. Also, it just automatically closed itself. And so the next part was yeah, so in the command prompt I entered the Eclipse workspace, which means that I navigated to the workspace, the Eclipse workspace, and that's where my Eclipse workspace is. And then I navigate to the servers, where we imported the database master zip file, and then the database master, that's the zip file name, and then I entered the database, which is in the zip file, and then I selected the source, and then I listed all of the Java files, .java files, so that's what I got. Yeah, that was a small error. This is what command you run, and then this is the command to compile the test1.java. So as you can see, it compiled without any errors, or if there were any errors, then it would be some text below this that this is wrong or this is wrong, but this compiled successfully. And that's all for this exercise. As you can see, that was the last step. Yes. Okay, thank you.